We could also click on Reports in the top on the blue banner and select the report we wish to open. There are many reasons to look at a SKU rank. Perhaps you want to see which items are driving overall trends, identify top-selling A items, or monitor distribution levels. Since we arrived at the SKU rank by clicking on a fine line in the sales summary report, we see all items in that specific fine line. We can always change the parameters of the report by selecting Parameters. Here, I'm going to change the time frame parameter, and I'm also going to look at all fine lines in the energy drink category. For the opportunity basis, we recommend choosing Store Cluster. This ensures when opportunities are presented, you're basing them on the performance of all stores in the cluster, as opposed to all retailer stores. Instead of looking at the performance of all SKUs, if you want to look at the top 50, 100, 250, or 200 SKUs, use the top performance parameter. A summary of performance is located in the chart. View sales performance, distribution, and efficiency measures. Hover above the bars in the chart to view additional detail. The first insight provides an indication of how efficient the assortment is. In this case, 20% of items account for 73% of energy drink sales. Looking at the table below, we see that there are 114 items in the category. So, if the top 23 items account for 73% of sales, it begs the question, do we really need all the remaining 91 items? Or is there an opportunity to realign resources toward top-selling items? The third insight speaks to whether consumer preferences have changed. If many items were A items and are now C or D items, you're looking at a category that has experienced changes. The year energy shots came into the market, we may have seen a large number of A's becoming C's and D's as shots gained popularity. We see two totals at the top of the chart. The first one summarizes sales performance of all items. The second summarizes performance of selected items. So, if you want to exclude certain items from the ranking, simply uncheck them and the total recalculates. In the SKU rank, we can see which items are classified as A, B, C, D. Let's take a closer look at what this means. Velocity groups communicate the value a SKU provides to the category. It is loosely based off of the 80-20 rule. Often, 20% of SKUs account for 80% of category sales. The issue with the 80-20 rule is that there are lots of items that are efficient, doing well where they are, but due to factors such as low distribution, they won't make it to the top 20% of items. That's where the velocity group picks up. We focus on all core items in the category, removing new, in and out, discontinued, and items with no sales in the latest 12 weeks. We rank all remaining core items according to their dollar sales, high to low. Then we take the SKUs, throw them on the floor, and re-rank them again based on their efficiency, their sales per store per week. We put the items in this matrix, and you can see that the most efficient, top-selling items are the A items. The B items sell well, C items are lower performing, and the D items are delist candidates. Of course, you wouldn't want to automatically delist all D items without reviewing them. Use your category knowledge to determine which D items can exit the business and which are truly niche and need to stay. Let's go back to the SKU rank and take a closer look at our A items. We can see the velocity group that each item belongs to. Since a velocity group of A indicates top-selling SKUs, and top-selling SKUs can vary depending on the customer stores cater to, we calculate the velocity group on a cluster-by-cluster basis. So, if you see an item with a velocity group of mixed, this indicates that the item's velocity group varies across the clusters. In addition to sales performance, there are some key measures in the SKU rank report that you will want to focus on. The sales per store per week by SKU indicates how efficient the items are. This measure is often referred to as sales per point of distribution, or SPPD, and is green if the item is more efficient than average. Compare the efficiency of A items, in this case between $6 and upwards of $20 per store per week, to the efficiency of D items. These D items will be at the bottom of the SKU rank, so let's click on the double arrows to go to the last page of the ranking. With some D items selling about $1 per store per week, you can imagine the results if you're able to switch out a slow-moving D item in favor of a top-selling A item. Let's go back to the first page of the ranking. Another key measure in this report is the stores not selling column. Though you would ideally want to have all items sold in all stores, you especially want top-selling A items sold in all stores. We can see here that that is not often the case. In fact, there are 29 stores that have not sold even one unit of the #1 energy drink SKU during the latest 12 weeks. We could click on the link to the Stores Not Selling column to go to the Stores Not Selling report and identify the individual stores that haven't sold the item, complete with store numbers and addresses. The SKU rank is shown with a set of standard facts. Note that at the top right we see a number 15 beside the word columns. Click on columns to see additional measures that can be added to the report. The columns will be added to a logical place within the ranking. If we want to share an insight with others within our organization who have access to the solution, click on Share and select the desired individual. An email will be sent to them with a link to the report. Let's add a copy of the report to the shopping cart.